Every haunting has a beginning and an end, but in this place, one becomes the other. Step closer, the lantern's glow will guide you. What you are about to hear are true stories of hauntings all over the world. Welcome to Help, I'm Haunted. Hello there, my darlings. So where have you been? I've been here waiting for you in this dingy hospital. Hello, welcome. I'm just kidding. Welcome. Welcome to Thursday night. I look forward to this so much. It is July 16th already. July 16th of 2026. And we're well into season 2 of Help, I'm Haunted. Tonight we got a good show for you. But I want to ask you to please do me a favor. Don't ghost me. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want. I'd love to have you. I'd love to have you. And I want to welcome True Oracle. You are here with us tonight as well. And I want to thank our beautiful mods. Believe me, they've got my back. And if they've got my back, they've got yours, because this is a very good, safe, fun place to be. No drama, no toxicity. We're here to just have fun. And we're here because I like to tell you my paranormal stories, because I got a ton of them. So do me a favor, my darling. Oy vey is right. Do me a favor. Before we get started, let me know where you're watching from. You don't have to give me personal deets. Just tell me a little bit of the tea. Where are you watching from? Go ahead and put that in the comments. And I love to see where everybody's from. And I want to welcome those people who are our international people who watch it the next day. Bless you. Thank you so much, my darlings. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for being here and really bringing up the rear. So thank you. Give me a second. I'm going to have a drink while you're putting, drink. Hello. I'm in hard stuff. Chesapeake, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Cincinnati, Ohio, Kansas, Louisiana, Orlando. Look at oh my goodness. We are representing. We are representing, aren't we? We are representing. And I want to tell you, you guys are the best chat. Seriously. You come in here because we just want to have fun. And that's what it's all about. Right? I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, from the Moose Jaw. Where is that? There you go. San Antonio, Texas. Love it. East Central Indiana. Australia. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. You are our future. Fluorescent, Missouri. I hope I said that right. Is it fluorescent or it's not fluorescent? Is it fluorescent? Put a 1 if that's correct and put a 2 if I just blew it. Missouri, thank you so much. Pennsylvania, Okeechobee, Florida, bless you. Thanks so much for being here. Louisiana, that's good. Baton Rouge, Colonial Heights, Virginia. Don't you love these names? I love it. I love seeing each and every one of you. Bev, please say a prayer for my hubby. He's sick in the other room, and I'm watching Zelda to help keep my mind occupied tonight. Well, we're just going to send him some good vibes. There you go, Bev. Sending good vibes. New York, Miami. Oh, my goodness. Florida. Bless you. Vancouver. Hi, Ian's mom. Hi back to you, Roblox. Hi back to you, my darling. If you know, you know. Sayreville, New Jersey. Love it. Wait a minute. Let me see where I saw something. You are one of the very few that pronounces it correct. Well, thank you, my darling. That's an honor. Thank you. Because, you want to pronounce things correctly. My darlings, bless you, Maraville. I know Maraville very, very well. Used to live in Sevierville, and Gatlinburg, Nashville, Tennessee, from the Nolans area. Hello, Xanadu, my darling. Every time I see Xanadu, I think of that song, Xanadu. Remember that? Albany, New York. Hello, everybody. My goodness, bless you. And big blessings. Listen, I know it's been a hard weekend and we've been going through it with all this crime stuff, haven't we? Do you all feel like maybe dancing for a couple of minutes? Just to get, and I can send some good vibe, because I want to tell you something. Songs like Ring My Bell, songs like, just a minute, somebody is beckoning me. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, hi, babe, my darling. Hi. Okay, I know who that is now. Anyway, so thank you very much. You want to dance? Listen, I know you all know I'm stuck in the 70s and 80s when it comes to, okay, so I'm burned out on Karen. I'm burned out on Nancy. Listen, I got to tell you something. My son used to say, oh my God, Mom, are we going to invite Karen Reed for Thanksgiving? Now, this was last year, because he said, every day I hear Karen Reed, Hitty Baby, Jawbone Jen, all these people. We have to give names for everybody. That's how I've lived, right? I grew up, Tommy Two Tooth. What is wrong, right? And now it's Nancy Guthrie. He came through here last night and said, I really wish they would find Nancy Guthrie. I said, me too. And he said, because I'm just sick of hearing it. I said, me too. So anyway, The Hustle, Ring My Bell, all have a particular frequency that is good and you can really, really manifest and attract based on those beats. Now, I can't put that on here, but I've got one that matches that vibe. So if you're ready, put a 1 in the chat and let's dance. What do you say? Let's dance 2 minutes. I'm going to send you out some good vibe. 2 minutes. I promise. And then we're going to get into the ghosty stuff. Put a 1 in the chat. You all want to dance? Let's dance. I think we should. Yeah. Here we go. Get ready. Turn up the volume. Get ready. Because here, my darlings, we go. Feel the vibe. I'm an old girl. I like this stuff. Here it comes. Get ready. Wasn't that fantastic? 2 minutes. That's all it takes. And you can do it from your little chair, from your little sofa, from the dance floor. Anytime that you all want to dance, all you have to do is just put dance in the chat and we'll dance. I'm going to keep that right in there. I got my go-go boots, right? I had a pair of white ones. And one of those short dresses that they called the poor boys. Oh my. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyway, that was cool. Now, listen, I won awards back in the disco days. That was in another life. I had a partner. Now that's when Saturday Night Fever came out and I was dancing all over. And we even had a show that was at Ashland, Ohio, at Ashland University called, what was it called? Oh my goodness. Flight into Disco, where me and my partner taught disco dancing. Color me there. I love it. I love to dance. I'm always dancing. My son does too. We're always dancing. Hello, let's just dance. That and being the Sotheby's auctioneer. Between the two, there's no rest here in the house of Zelda. All right, my darlings. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. You feel how that makes you just feel good, right? It just kind of, I was a roller skater too. Just knocked all that stuff. Oh, look who's in the chat. Sometimes you just have to dance a bit. Guess who that is? That is Lord Ian. Who is Lord Ian? Well, he happens to be my son. So there you are. You can come in anytime if you want to, brother. I know you're busy. So say hello to him. That's Ian. Because we're going to be I'm going to be talking about tonight. There you go. We're going to look at this. Look at this. And if any of you like game streaming, he's on Twitch and he's doing really good. He's just breaking into another genre, and let's go. You'll always find me there. Lord Ian is right. Sometimes he's my dad, but we can't help that. All right. Tonight, I've got a couple of little announcements for you. I'm excited. Because, last week we launched a book, but now guess what? I didn't get that, my darling. Listen to all your things except for I'm being haunted or my loss. Love ya. Any news on Nancy? Oh, nothing yet, my darling. Nothing yet. I wish. Jody is a Twitcher too. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, my darlings, I'm excited about this and I can't help myself. So I want to share. And here it is. Today, I had this approved. And this is it. This is the raw approved. Here we are. That is the cover for my book that will be coming out. We'll probably start launching it next week, if not the week after. It just depends on the publisher and getting it. Sometimes they make mistakes. We went through that on the last one. Hello. This one will be hard copy. It's not going to be an ebook download. This one will be a hard copy. This tells all of those things, all of those times, like leading law enforcement to a lady that was buried by a barn by her husband, that's type of thing. So there we go. Yes. So I hope you all like. I may have to tweak the cover a little bit, but this was the one that was approved, and I'm really excited. So I want to thank each and every one of you. And believe me, you'll see me out there. Yes, on this one, you can get a signed copy. I will be glad to send you a signed copy. I cannot do it for anyone overseas, though, or out of the, because it just becomes too expensive. And I don't want to make it too expensive, but yes, you can do. And the hard copies of Lord Greggor's book is coming out probably soon, and I'll let you know. So thank you so much. Thank you. Marcia, no, the lady was near a barn in Ohio, close to where I grew up. Thank you, each and every one. I will definitely, when this comes out, I will leave you a link to the books if you want a signed copy, because I'm going to be ordering books myself. And so you'll get them definitely directly from me. I mean, you'll buy them through the website, and then I will send them out to you. So definitely. Okay. Thank you, each and every one of you. Now, this is one of three. I'm going to share that with you. This is the first one, Seeing Crime, where I tell, and the first one where I found the body is right around when I was 15 years old. And then it just kind of went from there. And then the second one is all about being a forensic, intuitive tarot profiler, and maybe a few little tips on how to do that as well. But in this first book of Seeing Crime, I'm going to tell you a lot about the people that I met along the way. And that includes one person that, and of course, she is gone now, but one person that I just couldn't get enough of. She was an ME, which is a medical examiner. And thank you, my darlings. And she reminded me of Dr. Lapazada, if you want to know. And who is that ME that played on, I need to watch that again, Amazon Prime, that Nicole Kidman. I can't remember. Was it Dr. Scapadio, something like that? Watch that, because the lady that I knew was kind of between her, Scarpetta. Thank you so much. My mind went blank. Thanks, Brooks. She's between Dr. Scarpetta and Dr. Lapazada. Wait till you hear. And I loved her. She allowed me to participate in just a couple of things. And she always wanted me to go to school for more. I just couldn't. That thing is not, that's not my gig, but I love it. I love, listen, medical examiners are the backbones. They are huge investigators in these things. They can find things that a lot of all these other, like law enforcement, anything else, because guess what? The body doesn't lie. It's like numbers, and it's like the tarot. The body doesn't lie. I'm just wishing that we could find Nancy. I'm going to leave out all the gross parts. But those books are so good of Dr. Scarpetta. I love those. And listen, Nicole Kidman does that character justice. Oh, I can't wait to see the next one. I love it. I love it. I just think that I also love the show Bones, all of these things. Well, no, I think we were dancing because we just needed to dance. It's been between the Karen Reed trial and some of these other trials and some of the ones that are coming up, and then Nancy Guthrie. Sometimes you just have to take a breath and cut loose. Right? Right? Okay, so now, my darlings, I want to get into this because I think that you're going to really, really, don't be reluctant. Nicole Kidman does that character justice. I'm serious. She really does. I really don't think that I could see anyone in her name. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Dr. Scarpetta, or it's just called Scarpetta, I think. I loved 6 Feet Under. That last episode of 6 Feet Under, I couldn't catch my breath. When Claire was driving across, oh my goodness. So anyway, I know the whole thing about not liking, but listen, if you can just kind of set that over, the show is fantastic. It really, really is. So I hope they're supposed to be coming out with more, but I want you to do me a favor. Amazon, it's already on Amazon Prime. I want you to do me a favor. If you haven't already, go to the Still Case, my other channel, because there we're going to be talking about things that we don't talk here and then we don't talk on my other Seeing Crime channel. Okay? And you're going to be very interested in there. You're going to be very interested. So when you get a chance after this, on all those channels, the links are in the description. Terry just put this link out. Thank you so much, my darling. It's the Still Case. I do reenactments of crime. And it's not only going to be Nancy Guthrie. Listen, if I had a mini-me, if I had more than 24 hours a day, I'd be sitting here pumping out these things because you know why? It's like my buddy, Emmy, that's no longer here. Sometimes you have to dig into it to really dig into it. She would just basically say that. And by doing that over the last 3 videos, I have found out more by doing research and digging into it than I probably would have if I didn't do that with Nancy Guthrie. So now let's get into this. Tonight, I'm going to be talking to you about an old hospital that is located in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Now, where is that? Well, it's close to the Alabama border on the west side, probably about an hour west of Chattanooga, Tennessee, right in the heart of the Civil War, right? I'm not making fun. It is what it is. But this hospital was built in 1959. And there were only 4 doctors there. And it's out in this rural area. And it got to the point where these 4 doctors just couldn't handle everything. Now, Ian and I were living close to Sevierville, Tennessee back then. And I can tell you exactly when we went. It was November 25th of 2017. I had just gotten home. No, I was just getting ready to go to Ohio to see my father's grave. And we went to this hospital first. Now, it was used as a medical hospital, but there was a lot of things associated with it. Some I can't even tell you. Like there's a lower level of somebody that was in there that, well, he just didn't do nice things. So I'm going to show you a few pictures, and then I'm going to play for you. Now, this wasn't a mental hospital. This was a regular hospital, but you're going to see that it's kind of foreboding. And then I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you what happened with me. So my son and his friend Derek went there first, and they had some celebrity there. All I know is his first name was Chad. I can't even remember. It's been so long ago. And so they picked up on a lot of things, but legend has it that there was a 7-foot doctor that would still roam the halls. Now, my son and his buddy Derek, good old Chad, and let me know if I get any of these details wrong, okay, buddy, because, I've slept since then. It was not a tuberculosis hospital. It was just a regular hospital that they built in this particular area. Now, again, built in 1959, they really needed this hospital. However, they built it on Indian land. And it was, pardon me if I say this incorrectly, and I don't mean to be rude, but is the Cheyenne Native Indians that was there. Then later on, this land was involved in the Civil War in 1863, where the Union soldiers came in and kind of took things over, and that never really changed hands, and then they built this hospital. So this hospital is creepy. Now, I've got to tell you this story. When I first went there, I was living with Shrek. No, not Shrek. Yes, Shrek. Shrek got a lot of action from these paranormal things. But that was after we went to New York, to the Amityville Horror. Amityville Horror, the Amityville House. Hello. So Ian and his buddy weren't there first, and they came back and they said, "Oh my gosh, you've got to go, Mom." Now, here's the thing. I went through periods in my life where sometimes I would walk away from this because there were things going on in my life, and sometimes people around me just couldn't accept it. Shrek was one of them. Oh, so you're going to know what I'm doing. Well, hello, you don't need to be psychic to know that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing if you say something like that. Yeah, dork, right? So anyway, this is one of those periods that I just kind of backed up and stopped. And I've had to do that because sometimes it has, over my life, missing persons. You can imagine, now listen, I'm kind of like a lawyer and I'm kind of like a doctor, even though I'm not. But here's the similarity. Nobody calls me unless they're having a problem. And that's true. It's not like somebody books me and says, "Oh, listen, I just wanted to talk to you for an hour because things are going so great." No. So I backed away from it. And you're going to hear what happens in this. But first of all, I'm going to show you some pictures of this joint. And this has been through this has been on some really popular shows. And I'm also going to tell you that it is now turned into a paranormal research center. Someone else bought it. When Ian and I went, and he went from um, Ian and I, went, and all this other. We went through one of these ghost where you book, you get ghost tours and that sort of thing. I was not happy with them. They take equipment, you can borrow it and everything else. But of course, they had some, they really, you have to be careful sometimes. They really pumped it up. Oh, yes, this is going to be great. And, whatever. I was so tired. And we went, it was so cold. I thought I dressed well, but I didn't dress well enough. I was so cold. But then they say, well, we have snacks and drinks. And well, the snacks and drinks were cheap store pop and little bags of the store brand chips and everything else. Whoop-de-doo. We paid $150 for that. Hello. I wasn't happy. But anyway, so here we go. I'm going to show you these pictures. Now, this is the entryway. South Pittsburgh Hospital. Looks a little foreboding, and you can see there's a barn in the background. So this is out in, in the middle of God's country, because only God can find it, right? That's the way it is. So there we go. So that's Old South. That's the entryway. Here's the hospital from a different view, and you can see some of the mountains in the background there. Those mountains are South Pittsburgh Mountains. This is on the foothills of South Pittsburgh. I couldn't even be a hot Cheeto girl. I was mad. No cheese and crackers, no nothing, no place. It was just, like a break room. They just went in and threw this stuff on the table. Yikes. But anyway, sometimes they now this is before this particular group, and I've not had experience with them. So it was a previous group. So it is what it is. It looks like an elementary school is right. But my darlings, now let me show you this. This is as you go into the front doors. Goes into the front door. This is a side view of how this looks. This, my darlings, is how some of the interior looks. Now, one thing that kind of has made me mad, I'm not one to deface people, to deface property, right? Deface people either, but to deface property. And, a lot of people were going in there and they'd write stupid things on walls and everything else. Of course, they don't allow that anymore. But one thing that I did notice on the wall, and I had to take a picture of, and that is this signature here. If you look closely, you can see Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. Yes, they were here. And yes, they got a lot of stuff, a lot of paranormal and evidence from here. So there's also a little crib that they left in there. Don't know about that. But anyway, it is what it is. So there we go, my darling. So yes, Zach, I was in good company with Zach. I did not get possessed though. So I didn't get possessed. Let me see if I can take that down. It doesn't want to come down. Why? Let me see. It's called, we'll just remove it from studio. Why is it stuck? Why is it stuck? Hello, Zach. It's completely out of my studio and now it is stuck. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Well, Zach always gets possessed. Here we go. We're going to remove. There we go. Hello. Zach, get out. Zach is possessed about every other episode, if not every one. I still like watching it though. Right? He's like one of the originals. That and Taps. So, okay, my darlings. here come the stories. So on this first part, this is where Ian and his buddy Derek were there. Now, you can either take the tour and you can go with people that have been there before and you can use their equipment and so on and so on and so on, or you can veer off on yourself. Now, hey there, my darling. I love taps too. The fact that he is related to me, he was not going to use anybody else's equipment. I don't know if he did. Maybe he did. But he used his phone recorder. I just think sometimes Ghost Hunters was the best. They were really good. But sometimes, my darlings, you can get the best with the cheapest. They used to make fun of me because I went around with my little Fisher Price children's cassette player that used cassettes. And back then I had a Polaroid camera, and now I notice that a lot of people have the Polaroid cameras too. So they pick up a lot. I don't know what it is, but it does. But Ian was using his phone. For what I'm going to play for you right now, you may have to adjust your sound. There's no video. It is a sound. And it is my son going through this. Is anybody there? Is it you? Now, I'll point it out when you hear. Now, you're going to hear his buddy in the background. So, in all fairness, don't think that, whatever. Here we go. If you play the sound that you are referring to, there's only something after the first two questions. We'll listen for it. Thank you so much. Is that the initial one, buddy? I think it is. I'm going to play. That's the only one I have, unless you have another one. Do you want to send me the other one? Send me the other one, and while I'm playing this one, just to give everybody an idea. Where are you? Here we are. This is it. This is Ian's ghost recording. Adjust your sound accordingly.
Can you talk to us? Make a sound?
Was that it, buddy? I think so.
How about roll these balls again?
Okay. Did you guys hear the growl? Let me turn that back.
You like playing with these?
Let me turn that back just a bit. Okay. He asks the first question, and then you can hear a growl. I'm going to play it again, and then there's another one. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it for that, pardon me, for that sound. But I'm going to play this again. Here we go. First one. Maybe. Mercury retrograde is over next Thursday. Love ya, Mercury. Mean it. All right. If you heard the growl, you may have to take it back because I can't get it. But it would also call his name. This thing would call his name. So when we first went, this is the part that I embarrassed my son. Now, remember when I told you that I kind of put this on the back burner for a little while, but I certainly wanted to go with him because I certainly wanted to see. So we went. So it kind of looked, it didn't have these two areas right here. But let me point this out to you. Let me get down like this. Now, you see where that mist is coming on the sidewall. It kind of looked like that. It just seriously kind of looked like this. So Now, my darlings, here's the thing. They did a little, because everybody, and anytime you ever go to one of these things, they do a little orientation. They tell you the history, they tell you this, they tell you that, blah, blah, okay? Now, they had little toys like balls and maybe teddy bears and stuff like this. And they would put them on the hallway, like you put them in the hallway, and we were lined up here. Now, I kind of have a rule. Zelda, Ian has a Southern accent. He does when he wants to. He does have a Southern accent. He was not born in the South. He was born in the North, actually in Ohio, but he is Southern by the grace of God. All right. So anyway, we were standing there. Now, I have this part of, I have a rule that when I go into these investigations, I never talk about anybody else's names. Ian and I, we know who each other is. Hello. He may have to say mom, that's cool. But we don't say Zelda, we don't say Ian, we don't say oobligada, we don't say anything. While we were there, now imagine this, we're lined up and they have these balls and these children's balls that are lined up in the middle. And believe me, when you're standing on one end and you go, when you're looking down at the other end, it is pitch black. It looks like you are in Tucson, Arizona at midnight. That's how black it is. Blacker than black. They had these little torch lights things so you could at least see, so you're not tripping over everybody till you get, your eyes get acculated. Yeah, till your eyes get used to it, right? So we're standing there in the halls and they're saying things, they're saying, would you like one of us to come down there? Would you like this? Would you like this? And they had this recorder that voices were coming out. I want you to know that this made my knees go weak, because this voice comes out and says, send Ian. 2 words. Send Ian. Now listen, I did not have the ability to defecate in biblical proportion at that particular time, because I'm thinking, why would this whatever thing want my son? And listen, me being the mom, take me. Poor Ian, I embarrassed him so bad. He's like, I never go. Because his buddy Derek and his dad went. It was a no from me. That's right. It was a no from me. That's right. I looked at him because we were across from each other and everybody's like, who's Ian? Who's Ian? And so you don't say anything. You just don't say anything. Because that's how you know you have a true investigation and that nobody is setting you up. Like, because if you register and you say, hi, my name is prissy little girl from, Idaho. I don't know. Is she a hoe? I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those things that you kind of, even though you're registered, other people don't know it. And so you can't set anybody up that way. So I'm like, oh, heck no. And I'm like, you can take me. I'll come down there. You can take me. I'll go. And Ian's like, So embarrassed. The it's just draining out of his face, right? So we were seeing these balls, children's ball, the played balls would start moving and rolling down there. That took me kind of back. Now, the other part that took me back is that there are supposed to be, due from another person that had been there, that actually lived in the basement area, and they would take us in there, and there were cubicles with holes that people could watch in. I'm going to leave it at that. But there was one person that was behind that, and he was sort of kind of evil. And other than that, there was this 7-foot doctor roaming around and roaming the halls, and you could see a form. Ian and his buddy did see that. At that time, I would have dated him. Anything would have been better than Shrek. I digress. So we're standing in there in the hall, and all of a sudden I'm hearing all this commotion, and I'm looking around. I'm thinking, who is this? What is going on? And I'm hearing screaming. And I'm thinking, what is going on? I don't see anybody screaming, and I'm looking at, it wasn't a Hannibal type. I'm looking at Ian, and he's not reacting. So I'm thinking, either this is a figment of my imagination, or I'm picking up on something. It was built in 1959, but they used the property. It was built on Indian land that had been there from 1700s and before. So all of a sudden I look up, and there's this woman. Now, this was in energy form. There's this woman running down the halls, and she's looking right at me, screaming, "Help me." And there are some evil things that have that were chasing her. Evil. And from what I could get at that split second, this energy had been looping, and this evil energy had been chasing this woman around since whenever it closed, which I think was in 1998. The hospital closed in 1998. Probably even before that. So I had a reaction to this because I wasn't used to this for a while. I just put it all in the back of my mind. I didn't think that I was going to see anything. I just didn't feel that. I just thought it was going to be, well, we may hear a growl, we may hear a boo, something like that. We may hear a little something. I never thought. So the two women from this organization that we booked through came over and took my hand and took me out, because I was really thinking, am I going nuts, or did I just suppress this ability? They took me outside, and they said, "Can we ask your name? We've got you registered." And I said, "Yes, Zelda." And the one goes, "Hold on a minute." She went in and got her papers, came back out, and she went, "Oh my God, you are Zelda Kelly?" I said, "Yes, but I don't want anybody to know." She goes, "No, that's okay. We won't tell anybody." I said, "Okay, let's just go back in. I've had time to collect myself. Let's just go back in." So we're now taking the tour. we're going around. Ian has now been deflated with embarrassment because his mother, right? Hello. You don't you dare call my son's name, you bad evil. So anyway, we go into this other area, into this bottom area, and seriously, it was just weird. I found some pictures, but I didn't think Ian would want me to show them. Maybe I'll let him show them sometime if he wants to. But he elected to sit in one of these rooms by himself. And I kept saying, Ian, are you okay? Ian, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? You protect. And he's like, Mom, okay. Don't be dragging no evil home with us. And he's like, okay. So I went in the other room. Now they had equipment there that you could use. And everybody's got these little EVP things and, whatever. I went over and picked up some dowsing rods. Nobody knew what they were. They were the little dowsing rods. I've got some, they're kind of the cheat ones, not cheap, cheat. Because you're supposed to use willow branches, technically, but using wire is still okay for having that type of, so I had these dowsing rods. So I'm walking around the floor and I'm saying under my breath, what energy is here? And it'd be crossing. It would be this, it'd be this, and then be this. And finally one hooked on to this and they said, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And I explained what I was doing. And then they're like, what is this? And what is this? And I was going around. Finally, I felt like the Pied Piper. We had all these people that were following me. And this one lady says, would you consider joining our group and coming back and leading one of these? And I saw the other one, like, the evil stink eye. And when I saw that, I said, oh, I don't know. This is pretty far away. I mean, I'm on the other side of Knoxville, and you are on the other side of Chattanooga. There ain't no choo-choo's going to bring me here. So I just said, well, I don't think so, but thank you so much. Oh, yeah, we've got to have your name. I get home, and they blocked me. Well, I get that. And that's why I don't like to announce. And listen, it's not that I'm a big deal. And I don't want anybody to think that I am, because I'm not. That's not the way it is. But I have a lot of experience, and I have a lot of people that can sometimes take that. And that's why I don't like to announce, I'm not one of these. And you will see if I go into other people's chats, if they are astrologers, empaths, whatever, I say nothing. In fact, I may even go in under another account. And yes, I do have another account, because I don't think that's fair to other people to go in and in their chat, oh, hi, I am an empath. I'm here to solve the problems of the world. Well, I am a tarot reader, and what you're doing is not correct. That's bull. Shame on you if you do that. Don't do that, because that's not right to the person that is. Maybe everybody has. Oh yeah, let me put my Vim. Hello. I've got Captain Jerry is probably saying hello. Thank you, my darling Pickles. Thank you. Captain Jerry's probably saying, put up your ding dang thing. There it is. All right. Thank you so much, my darlings. Thank you. I got you, Pickles. Thank you. But I don't believe in doing that. It's not fair to the person who's making to come in and that's grandstanding. And you don't do it. I don't care. I don't. I think it's rude because everybody has different ways of reading, of doing paranormal investigations, of running their channels. And who am I to go into somebody else's channel and say, I am here and I am the great and powerful Oz? Don't look behind the green curtain type. Stop. So I do have another channel. You won't ever know it. I go in and sometimes I watch and I listen. Because you know what? Sometimes you can learn by doing that. Sometimes the only way you can learn is by keeping this closed and this open. Instead of trying to come in and say, oh, and I think people have learned enough here that if somebody comes in here and tries to grandstand, not that, listen, I am not bothered, but it's a distraction for everybody else. You don't do it. It's respect, and it's respect for readers, and that's just the way it is, my darlings, and hello. Thank you, Lori. That's exactly right, because then people start paying attention to you instead of listening to the host of the channel. And listen, not that I'm so popular, because I'm not. There are many that are more popular than me. But if I went into somebody else's channel and I say one peep with it saying Lady Zelda or True or Seeing Crime or any of those things, then it's like, and that's, I just think it's like they're there to entertain their people. That's it. And that's what I want. So that I think that this one person was a little intimidated, and I respected that, and I didn't want, and that's why I never say my name when I go on these, unless I'm asked to be the highlight. And then, of course, so usually this is why I don't go on investigations with other people, because sometimes they become intimidated, and sometimes young readers, and let's just face it, some readers can also be intimidated. And you know what? If you're around me, there ain't no reason to be. But just don't come in and say, listen, right? So there we go. Yeah, the other thing I've seen is people, right. The other thing I've seen is people doing their own readings while someone else is on the channel. And that happens sometimes on Saturday nights too, when I'm remote viewing, and believe me, the energy blows me totally and completely out of the water when I see people in the chat. No, I'm an empath. And she's here or she's there. Well, guess what? You'll be out, because that disrupts things. Thank you, Kathy. That disrupts things. And I would never do it on anyone else's channel. And I expect the same in return. So now we are going, and I'm checking on Ian. And I'm going by this door, and I'm hearing him, but he's sitting in there, and I'm thinking, is he okay? You know, because he's definitely, I mean, he's a man. He doesn't need his mama hanging around. Maybe. So it was really odd after that, because it was almost as though I got my mojo back. Seriously, I got my mojo back. And we were walking around, and finally I told Ian, I said, listen, this withdrew the energy from me so bad. And they had this area where they had beds made up. But they said, if you get tired, you can go and you can lay down, and I was so cold, seriously. So I thought, I'm not so much tired, I'm colder than cold. And I didn't realize that it was all this energy that had been, because I just Wasn't thinking. So all this energy had expended out of me, and I was so cold. And so I didn't realize until later. Ian's buddy's dad, who was the coolest guy ever. He is a riot. And he cracks me up all the time. He cracks Ian up. I mean, he's just a wonderful fellow. Stayed close to where I was laying down. And the first thing you think of is, what if I relax? What if I snore? Worse yet, what if I have a body function? God forbid. And right? I think of those things often, always, always. Not that I wouldn't laugh. Hold on. Hi, my darling. Hi, Neil. Hi there, right? You have to think of these things. He's a gentleman, and there I'm laying down. Okay, so anyway, right. So finally, I got enough Z's in me that, I went to the break room, so as it was, and got some snacks, so as they were. And I was trying to pump the sugar, pump the carbs, so I could get this, So I was getting a caffeine boost, but I wasn't getting any really energy boost. So I went and found, hello there, Patrice, my darling. I went there and finally found Ian, because he was off doing his own thing. So was Derek. And then Ian's dad was kind of, relaxing. And I can't remember if we were, I guess we were allowed to have our phones. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, we were. Sometimes they'll take your phones from you. I wouldn't mind going back here. And probably what I would do is call them and try to make arrangements and say, hi, I am the hostess with the mostest, but we won't tell what I have most of, right? Hello. And I would like to do a little live stream from here. Now, anytime they don't allow you to live stream more or to take video more than 3 minutes. It cannot be edited. You have to send in everything for approval before you post it on your social medias. They're serious about it. And you know what? I think that's right. They should, because they don't want somebody coming there and say, look, this is just a pile of poo. This is a stinky pile of poo. Hi, Patrice in Minnesota. That this place is a stinky pile of poo. And don't go here. Well, if you know me, I'm not going to do it anyway. My problem was not with the hospital. The problem was the booking group that we booked through. That was the problem. So I want to make that clear. I'm really thinking, when I get back to the great volunteer state of Tennessee, about going back. It would have to be summer, because there's no flipping way I'm going to go. Now, they have daytime. And to me, look, a ghost can fly around in the day or the night. I do like the nighttime, though. And I'm thinking about that. And if I do, you're definitely going to be right there, and you're going to see me do that. 2 other locations that I really, really do want to go and they will be closed, believe me, because it's not entertainment hour for me. I get serious when I get into these things. I will go to the Titanic in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And I might go to the Ripley's, believe it or not. Now, and Salem, Captain Harris. Hello. There we go, Salem. Now, I may have a young man, and I'm just going to go ahead and mention him. He's a buddy of mine. has been for a while. You probably know him. He has a show on Netflix, 28 Days Haunted, I believe. His name is Sean Austin. We may do this together. I don't know, but it would be a close investigation. And if he doesn't, then I would be doing it on my own. And I'm going to start doing these things on my own. So I think that it would, or maybe I can even talk Lordy into come. You never know. He may not. If I can just tear him away from his work. But I think that would be a lot of fun. But okay. So now it's about over because you only get about 8 hours there. It was early morning, not like 5:30. It was over. Listen, I wasn't ready for peach pie and coffee. I was ready for some eggs and hash browns. Yeah, hello. That's what I was ready for. I would love to do Ripley's in St. Augustine. Sean has been there, and you never know. We may go there. You never know. But it was over, and I was so tired. And I drove home. And we got home, and Shrek had taken off work that day. For whatever nefarious plans that he had taken off work. So I had been up all night. We got home because this was like a 5-hour drive or something like that back home. And I drew it. Hello. I drew it and I drove it. We get home. He's there. And I'm like, oh, thrill of the day. He's home. We get in and he looks at me and goes, what's for supper? Look. I cannot look at you, Shrek, without thinking of the word wipe and perhaps hole. But anyway, nothing. We're ordering Chinese because I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. I'll go pick it up and then we can come back. But the most important part about this investigation was Lord Ian is walking through. Say hello, Lord Ian.
Hello.
He just said hello to everyone. He loves this chat. I want you to know this. He loves everybody here. So the most important thing, the takeaway was this. Is there activity in this house or in this hospital? Yes, there is. Did we have time to figure this out? And everybody's saying hello. Did I have time to really figure out what was really behind this? No. Because unfortunately, they don't take you in and say, look, on this day in 1482, Zelda was here, but nothing happened, right? So that's the bad part. I really would want Lord Ian is a cutie for sure. I really would like to have. I would really like to have that. The deets. That's what I need. More research instead of just going through a company and winging it. So that was on me. And Shaggy is about to be on me. But that was on me. And again, it was not the hospital because it was very cool. It was very cool. But here's the thing. You know, when I go on to paranormal investigations, I kind of want to go to places that nobody has been before, right? Because we hear, stop eating my hair. Because, you know, we do have I mean, I get, how do I want to say this? Paranormal fatigue. Oh, this one's going to the Bell Witch. Oh, this one's going to this one. Oh, this one. Okay, been there, done that. I want to see something completely different. And I think that all of you do as well. I like to go to cemeteries, but you know what? Sometimes in this environment, I'm not so sure they're safe anymore. Right? So, where is Seeing Crime? It's on this channel. It's on Saturday night. That's where Seeing Crime is. Or if you're talking about the book, I've not. It's not ready yet. Chip Coffee, I have not worked with. I know he's tinky, isn't he? Ian, I almost said something I shouldn't have. Ian came out and he's pointing to this. Look, this is what Shaggy is looking at Ian like. But, you know. So, did I have a good time here? Yes. Would I have done things differently? Absolutely. Did it scare me that something said, send Ian? Yeah. After I do, oh my gosh, Stephanie, this is so funny. After you do your investigation, would you consider to have a group get together? Sir, a group get together for peach pie and coffee. I would consider that. I think that's a great idea. Now is Xanadu, is that why you, oh, hello. That's why we stopped going. You know, sometimes it's hard to get, it's just hard now. And I'll tell you why. One day you're doing whatever, and then, the next day you're a paranormal investigator extraordinaire. So one day you're working at the AutoZone parts store, and the next day and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because listen, our favorite guy started out at Roto-Rooter, right? But I think it takes a little bit more than that. Education is one thing. And if you see me wiggling, it's because there was a little boy whose name starts with S who was jumping on my table behind and making everything go. So and I think this is why I haven't been out for a while. I haven't been out in probably 6 or 7 years. And it's because, first of all, it's not really safe. If you just stop along the road and like I used to, it's scary in graveyards. It is. Because, thank you, Xanadu, because you may not know what you're coming up on. You may not know what has been there before you. Remember, run. And if I would have been there by myself in that cemetery without, Officer Not So, pardon me, I could have gotten in real big trouble. I may have gone and not come back like some of the other people have done. And going out with inexperienced people is another thing. What do I mean by inexperienced? Well, anytime I've ever really done any type of thing on my own, people have to sign waivers, NDAs. You have to fill out a form. Are you on any medication that can cause any problems? Are you on this? Are you this? Are you that? Are you this? You just don't go in blindly, because you can have problems big time. So I love it. But now listen, a lot of portals are opening and things are getting stirred up. Right, Xanadu? So So it's now, you have to just be careful. You have to be careful. And, I'm not one to use EVPs and call in spirits and talk as though they're right here ready to have a cup of coffee with me and all that. I don't, that's not my gig. So I'm careful on that as well. Here's where the crime scene and the paranormal meet in the middle. I'm going to tell you. Crime scene, paranormal meet in the middle. It's because you have to read the environment. That's it. Of all the things that I've seen, Nancy Guthrie said this on her EVP. Okay. Was it really her? We don't know. So what do? You start reading the energy and the environment. Because listen, it can tell you things. The environment can tell you things. I know of a case that when the police was there was a cockatoo or some type of parrot or something that started talking that said, please don't me, please don't me. And these police officers, so you have to read the environment. Because somebody else in the house was saying, oh, but officer, she fell. No, she didn't. I wish we all could meet up monthly. That would be kind of fun. But I will tell you this. When I really want to wait, because I'm doing a lot right now, and I want to get these books out and all these other things, and blah, 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 blah. What I want to do is I'll start going to some crime cons, and maybe I'll start going to some paranormal cons. Or if we're at a particular place, I can say, look, I'm going to be here. If y'all want to come in and meet me and we have peach pie and a cup of coffee, we can do it. So, Captain Harris, I think I missed something good. Anyway. Oh, yeah, I heard that about the 1900 hurricane that hit Galveston. That was something else. And sometimes those tragedies cause tragedies on top of tragedies. So, would I go back to this again? Yes. Would I do things differently? Yes. But I wanted to share with you the growls and that you heard from Ian. And for those of you who didn't hear it, just listen to the first few seconds. Adjust your sound. Oh, this is Paranormal PD. Adjust your sound accordingly, please. I'm going to play this because you're going to hear a growl. I'm going to turn it up a little bit, so just so you know. You're going to hear my son say something, and then you're going to hear something growl at him, okay? So here we go. Maybe.
Why do you keep saying my name? Man, I got chills.
Oh, I can't back it up.
Is there something you're trying to tell me?
The door's gonna slam shut.
That's Derek. That's his friend.
There's no reason to be afraid of us. We're not going to hurt you.
I will if you mess with my son. But, that's neither here nor there.
We just want to know that you're here. Can you?
I can't back it up, but I wish you could see. Okay? Ian gave Riley a big hug for me. Oh, Terry. Okay, good. Good. I was there in St. Augustine. St. Augustine has got some wonderful wonderful thing. Oh, yes, it is. This is Paranormal Petey. When he comes into this like this, he is Paranormal Petey. Any other time is Petey Pink Nose. And then there are some times that I'll just call him another little nickname. So there we are. So that's my story about the hospital, my darling. Oh, I've been there to Casadega. I'm sorry. I've been there to Casadega. A lot of ego. I stay away from the ego parts. When I learned, and you'll see this when you get the book, when I learned, it was all about you're giving this as a service to others. You're not giving this so you can self-benefit. And that's why I don't read for myself. Last time I tried to read for myself, I think I was pregnant and in Siberia or something. It was so jumbled, and I knew right there, because I could not use it for personal gain. And that comes, hello, what are we doing here? That comes. And what do I mean by that comes? Well, if you give, you get in return. It's just like any time I've been on any type of these missing person cases, I actually saw one of the ladies, it's been a while ago, I can't even tell you which one that she came in. Holly, I did, and your name wasn't in there, and I did receive it. Thank you, my darling. I certainly did. That helps. I love it. When you send me journals and pens and all kinds of stuff, you know I'm using it. Ian, I have here. This is just my work stash daily. That's right here beside me. Hello. No, you didn't, my darling. It's going to be, I think it's going to be I'm going to be finished with it. It will be at the publisher next week. Then it has to go through all that. I will buy an author copy first, just to make sure that it looks right. Because I certainly don't want it, I don't want it to be, a publisher did that to me on this last one on an ebook, and I didn't like that at all, and it was crazy. So I've got another setup now, and it's really good, and these people are fantastic. So no, I don't have one yet, but I'm so this is the first one, is the Seeing Crime will be the first one. The second one is Life as a Forensic Intuitive Profiler. Kind of like it, but not sort of kind of. And then I'm going to try to get out for the holidays the Zelda, I can't remember what it is. Lady Zelda Cooks from the Hearth. It's going to be some recipes from Vale Keep type thing. And yes, it's going to look like Harry Potter type thing, but that's because I wanted to. So yeah, so that's going to be hopefully 3 more this year. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, my darling. No, they won't sell out, because I'm going to be getting them now. If you want a signed copy, because I'm going to order some books ahead, and I'll get those in, and then I can sign them and we can go from there. So, okay. But anyway, when I come here or any of your channels, I try to contain my energy. Well, good for you. Thank you. All right. So, Aunt BB, oh my gosh, my darling. Okay. Mount Eagle, Tennessee. So that is my story, and I'm sticking to it for this. I wanted to, bless you. You guys listen. You guys are so good to me. I have to contain myself. Thank you. Let's announce some little gifts. This fan right here, gifted 10. Oh my gosh, you beautiful lady. 10 Lady Zelda Kelly memberships. Thanks, Aunt BB. You're such a blessing. Thank you, thank you. And welcome to all those who got the membership gifted. Thank you. Pebbles, a member for 4 months. Has it been that long? Oh my gosh. Real Melody Blue, member for 1 month. Bless you. Thank you for being here, my darling. Cynthia, I saw that. I saw it. Thank you, though. Mom O 2220. Thank you so much. I love your profile picture. I love it. Thank you. And Fox's Lair, thank you for my beautiful reading. I couldn't find the tip jar on your site. Love you. Oh, my darling. Thank you. It's so funny because I don't know who you are. I know who you are, but I don't know who you are because of your name, but don't tell me here. But thank you. I appreciate it. And you're very welcome for that too. Here is Jill, member for 1 month, and thank you so much. And here's my darling Wolf is a member for 2 months. I love it. You guys are so kind. You guys are so kind. Okay, let me see. She is always so generous, Steph. She really is. She's just so. Listen, I'll tell you what she did. When I was telling my Anne Rice story about meeting the real vampires, not just somebody that has decided that they want to dress up and wear Halloween teeth, or they go to a dentist and they get implants on the teeth. To each his own. No judgment. But I'm going to tell you what she did. Bless her heart. Because I said I loved that Café du Monde. I think that's what Café du Monde. Beignets and the coffee. That coffee is a blend of chicory that I've never been able to have before. And it is so strong, it's almost as though when you order it, that they give you half cream or half milk and half coffee. That's the way I always got it because I would be shaking like crazy. My gosh, my darlings. This lady, Aunt BB, when I said that, sent me 4 or 5 boxes for beignets and 2 cans of ground coffee. Oh my gosh. Heaven, heaven. Now I'm going to have to start saying I want coffee and beignet after an investigation, but I still love my peach pie. And yes, you guys are going to get the recipe. So I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome, my darling. I don't know how to pronounce your name. So I'm just, you know what? I'm going to call you Lilac because that's just as beautiful as your profile. Thank you so much. She's new, been a lurker for some time, loving my channels. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. No, I don't think there are orbs around me. It is, I've made this. Do you see some of the blinking stuff? And plus, the way my lighting is, it looks like there's some stuff because it doesn't have, it's not connecting very well because this is a green screen. So you see how that my hand looks kind of weird. So no, I'm not orby. Maybe I need to be. Xanadu, right? We can buy coffee du Monde beignet mix. Oh my gosh, I love that. Here I can't get it. Here I can't get it. Every time I come here, I get hungry and then end up door dashing for pie. I get chubby and broke. My darling, I can't get pie through my DoorDash. I was just getting ready to call or to ask Ian. Let me see. Ian, are you still in the chat? Are you still? Oh, a hot Cheetos girl. One of these days we will do the Sotheby's International auctioneer for you. That's the other little. You guys haven't heard that one. That's the other little gig that I do. Okay, yes, I am here, Zelda. Thank you. Do you want me to DoorDash you anything in? Do we want something in? What do we want? And thank you, Honest Path. People are so funny because when I go into his channel, they call me Mama Path. I love it. They call me Mama Path over there. Maybe one of these days I can get him to do some things. He's intuitive, but it comes and goes with him. So it's not, something that he has to turn off. Sometimes it just comes and goes. I should have him read for me. By the way, I want to tell you all, I want to show you this because I ordered it. I ordered it. I'm just going to show you what I ordered. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Now I'm wanting to sing that song Xanadu. Wait, wrong one. Wrong. I gotta talk amongst yourselves right now, my darlings. Talk amongst yourselves. What do you think is going to happen to Carrie Roberts? She's a talker. She's a talker. Maybe. It doesn't want to do it for me. It is Mercury. Love ya, mean it. I actually love the idea that Mercury retrograde is bringing out a lot of things. And believe me, I think there's going to be some things that we're just going to be surprised at. So I can't tell you. Anyway, I can't find it. I don't want to take the time right now. Avon. Oh, wait, I missed something here. I see Garl. Oh, a Caesar salad. That does something. Please do my gypsy. Okay, I'm down. Hold on. I'm down for eat something if you are. Not really. I'm down with whatever you want to do. Please do my gypsy impersonation. Okay? All right, we're going to do that. And Zaxby's. I'm a sucker for coleslaw. I don't know what it is. And you can ask Ian. If I DoorDash a meal and they give me extra fries and listen, I am ready to tear up the pavement. It just makes me mad. Anyway, I want to know what you think about Judge Gilday doing a 180 flip. I'm going to say it as cleanly as I possibly can. I believe Judge Gilday gave a hint as to what he was going to be doing in some previous hearings. And he had some hearings to justify himself. I believe that he is teetotally in with a particular DA. I do not think he's going to get away with it. And I'm going to tell you, I do believe that Adam, if they're true in the election, would you just listen? Do I feel that they possibly could cheat if they wanted to? Listen, if they can possibly cheat and manipulate that election, but I'm praying that Adam not Deutsch, Zelda. No, Deutsch. Adam Deutsch gets in because he will show immediately. You may see some people go to Vietnam. Do I believe that Wendy Adelson is about to be arrested? Yes. I love KFC, but the one here, it's a wonderful eating experience, and then all of a sudden, you're 2 days going, what did I do? Yeah. Have you ever made? I have made coleslaw. Have you had Irish coleslaw? When I was in St. Augustine, as just a side gig to make money, because the sign of a successful psychic is if you're married, right? I worked at a Irish pub in St. Augustine and I made my own Irish recipe of coleslaw. And it takes whipping cream and also radishes, a little bit of radish. Listen, don't knock it till you try it. It's wonderful. Are you talking to me, my darling? I am a Pisces with a Virgo rising. If not, okay. Can I play Lord Greggor's ringtone? Yeah. And you can get that ringtone in the shop too. I think it's $1.99 or something. Let me play that for you. Oh no, it's not in that file. Zelda. It may take me a minute to find it. I'll turn my sound off though, so all of you can recover, so you're not going through all these sounds. I'm sorry, Ian. I cannot say anything like that on live, and you know it. Oh my heck. That guy, I can't even tell you what he said. Okay, so now, hold on. I'm going to turn my sound off just a second so I can pick this out, okay? So give me a second, because otherwise I don't know which one it is, because I've got several. I'm going to mute just for a second. There we go. Let me see if you can hear this. Let me see. Hold on. I would like to invite Chris and all of them from the interview room. I don't know if they could put up with me. Some things we don't agree on. But listen, I love them. And they are so smart. So, okay, give me a second. Let me catch up. All right, here it is. Here is 30-second. I hope you heard that. That's a good one. Okay. So let me see. I don't think that I'll be doing a book tour, but heck, you never know. Dippity got my first Avon order. Love, love, love all the items. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. You know, Avon has, thank you, my darlings. Avon has cutlery and cooking things. You're welcome. And you can hear almost the whole album if you go on that channel, and it's the sounds of Vale Keep. You can hear all of them. I got these wonderful measuring spoons that are magnetic. I need that because if I put it down, goodbye, it's gone. And they also, I got this, I cannot believe it. It's such a good price that, and I couldn't find it. It was in one of the campaign books. I ordered it. I'll show you when I get it. It is a slicer, and it's like a mandolin, but it's got one of those boxes on the bottom so you can chop, dice, slice, all that. And it's got all that. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Isn't that bad? Most people, most women want rings and trips. No, not Zell. Give me some magnetic cooking spoons and I'm right here with you. This is called Plum. I love this. It's part of the, they call it glimmer. It doesn't really glimmer. Some of it is matte. This one is beautiful. It's what I have on. The mods are putting the link in the description or in the chat. I love this. And it stays on. You can see how it stays on too. Nice. Nice, nice. Thank you so much. You can pick that up. I have that as my ringtone. You can pick that up at the psychic shop, trueoracle.com/. You just upload it to your phone, whatever one, and you use it. I love it when people call me because I get to hear that theme. I love. What was the color of the base I said that I wear? It is the TRI. It is called sand. It is called sand. I will share my peach pie recipe. It is unconventional, but it's so good. I just love it. It's so simple. But yes. Thank you. You're welcome, Angie. I just for the first time order. So excited. Thank you. Well, thank you, my darling. Thank you. And here for all of you. Thanks, Terry. That's the link to my shop and my store. So it's good. Give me a second here. I want to see something. Someday my prince will come. All right. You know what I saw the other day? Do you remember Cinderella with Leslie Ann Warren? That, I lived for that. I saw that the other day. Let me share this with you, my darlings. This is it. This is what it looks like. You see here the color that I have on right now. Let me find it. It looks a little darker than what you would think. It is this color, sand, 23N. And believe me, you put it on, it stays on. It doesn't move until you take it off. Even in the heat that we have been in. Now, you got to be careful with it because it's not like other foundation. It's one of these things that it's got the little sponge and I just press it once and look, older. You don't put it here because that's where you have your pores are larger around this area here, okay? I put it around here, and then I take my little makeup brush and then I fan it out. I fan it in, and believe me, that is definitely, I love this. It stays on, and it looks like, again, it looks darker, but I love that. So, my darling, don't be shameless. Listen, I'm ordering about every week or so because, and for those of you who won the drawing, that has been sent out. That has been sent out. So thank you. I just wanted to show you. And here's the thing. In the summer, I wear like Bare Minerals. I can't stand it anymore. For some reason, it feel, I don't know. I just can't stand the feel of it. But in this heat, and I wore it out on purpose the other day to go to the post office, and the post office for me is about a 40-mile trip. No, nothing. No, it didn't move. Nothing. It was wonderful. Let me see what this, let me turn the light on here. Hello. And see which one. I've got to tell you that it is. I have to keep this. It is satin. Wait, maybe. It's either satin plum or plum blossom. Plum blossom. I did that on his channel, Karen. I did that on his channel. Okay. So let's do this. Oh yeah, darling. And the link is in the community tab. They're running so many sales right now. Lip liners, eyebrow pencils, $2.99. Does Avon have easy to apply eyeliner? And yes, mochas and plummy, I've got them both. So yes. I know, I can hardly stand. So anyway, here we go. All right. I'm getting a request, please. And then I may even do, while Ian figures out what he wants to eat, I'm just going to tell you, I think that all of you need me to pray away your problems. For $250, I take that money, I put it in my hand, and I turn back the time so we can put you back to where you used to be, because now nobody understands you. They don't want you around anymore. They want to break up with you. They want to break out with you. They don't want you around. For $250, I changed that. I will go ahead, my darling, and for another $150 for two, I will make sure that tall, dark, and handsome shows up in your life within a week. And he knows it to be true. For $250, no, you don't want to pay that? Well, then you walk out of here cursed. You go away cursed. That's the way it is. You don't have to worry anymore. You don't need me. Don't worry about changing the light bulb, because you'll just be sitting in the dark. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, my darlings. But I know you've got $250. I know you have $250 in your pocket. No, you say not? That's okay. I take credit card. You don't have to pay me cash. I take credit card. You don't have to worry about this. $250, your life is free again. Now people will come to you. They will ask you to be near them. They will want you to be pray away my wrinkles. I'll be praying away my wrinkles too, my darling. They come to you. They will ask you for advice. They will ask you all for you to be in their life. You will be their best friend. You don't have $250. It's your loss. I'm only going to be staying here for a little while longer. That's all. That's all. You don't, I mean, why do it? Why do it? What do you have to lose? A life that's trash? Get rid of your trash life. I'm telling you, $250. $250. Now I've got another one I'm going to do for you. I know you guys, I'll never live past that gypsy, will I? Anytime you want to hear it, we'll do it. People tuning in are probably saying, oh my gosh, Zelda, I'm going to turn her in. This channel is horrible. Do I take Visa? Yes. I take all the credit cards, including American Express. What a sales pitch, right? Right, here we go. Now, here we go. This is one that you've not seen. No one does it. Oh my heck, absolutely. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. I'm so glad. See, this is why you come here, right? You just want to laugh and smile and dance, and I'm here to share with you. I mean, there's always a time to get serious, and we will. Diners Club, I'll take a coupon. You know those little coupons that the kids sell in that are coupons books and they're listen, even I crack myself up. You know those little coupon books that the kids sell at their schools. I've got a coupon in there. 10% off. It takes care of the taxes. Now, all of you in the chat can say, I'm sorry, Ian. All of you can say, I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry. All right, so here's the next one. You guys have not seen this one before. Oh, wait, I've got to get ready for her. I've got to get ready for this one while I'm waiting for green stamp book. Buy one, get one. Bring your friend. I'm sorry, Ian. See, there we go. Here we go. See, I've got my earrings on. I better put some things, hide my wrinkles. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is some type of channel. I don't know if it's... Here we are, my darlings. Hello, and welcome to Sotheby's International. Today we have a lot that is going to be sold or sold from Vale Keep. Some vintage, if he's watching, these vintage earrings. I'm doing half gypsy and half Sotheby's. What is wrong with me? I'm doing these vintage pearl earrings from Vale Keep and Lord Greggor. The bidding will now start at 14 million. Do we have 14 million? Oh, hello, Reginald. There we are, 14 million. Reginald happens to be the head of our jewelry department. 14 million, the bidding has started. Do we hear anyone else? You know why you're here. These earrings are wonderful. 14 million, the bidding has started. What do we have over here? We have an online bid. Thank you so much. That's from Buffy. Buffy doesn't slay vampires, but she's here at ours. Yes, Buffy, I'm so glad to see you right now. There we are. There we are now. Do we have Reginald? Where is your client? Hello. Oh, 18 million now. All right. 18. Pizza is fine. 18 million. Do we have a higher bid? Welcome to Sotheby's. For all of you who have not been here before, welcome. Reginald, I'll get to you in a minute. Don't you hang on, my darling. You hang on. I'll be right back. Buffy has Buffy has a new bid coming in. It's 19 million. Do we have that online bidder? Online. Oh, the online bidder has dropped out. All right. We have in the chat 18.1 million. Thank you very much, Captain. Thank you very much. We have 18.1 million. Reginald, are you slacking, my darling? Thank you so much. Please, please. 19 million online. Reginald's getting left behind. Who's your client? I know you're not supposed to be talking to us about that, but Reginald, this is a live auction. You know the drill. You shouldn't be letting your client lag behind, but that's okay. We don't know. 19 million. We have 20 million in the comments for these. Look, these are beautiful vintage earrings from the estate of Vale Keep in Lord Greggor. 20 million is now on the table. Buffy, do we have anything for you? 21 million from Buffy. Reginald, what do we have for you? Reginald, are you still in the game? We'll forget you then. Buffy, now what are you? No, we have 22 million in the chat. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're all here. I am your auctioneerette. Is that a word? It is now. I am your auctioneerette. Thank you so much for being here. These are getting to go. Ready? Here we are. Going once. Going twice. Are you ready, my darlings? $22 million in the chat, sold to the American. Now, you guys know, listen, the distinguished Lady Z of Sotheby's. That's exactly right. Hello. I've always used that transatlantic, like Katharine Hepburn, that transatlantic. That's the Sotheby's auction. I do this. Listen, I admit to you, I watch these auctions. Your mother his mother is crazy. I watch these auctions from Sotheby's. Have you ever seen these? Over the past week, they auctioned off a T-Rex dinosaur. I think it was 40 million. And that, yes, you did win, Kristen. Hello. And the people that won, and that auctioneerette, I call her, talk about animated. Holy man, I just love it. You guys get your kicks. That's what I do at 3 a.m. in the morning. I sit here and I just laugh. I laugh so hard. You saw that yesterday, I know. Or today, rather. I know. So my darlings, hello, my darlings, a T-Rex. Yes, it was a real T-Rex that somebody had. I would play it, but I don't want to get copyrighted. It was a real T-Rex that some had pieced together. It was a real one, and they were selling it. 40 million. And she was doing that. Oh, there you are, the head of the jewelry department. If you're the head of the jewelry department, Reginald, why are you bidding on a T-Rex? Questions? Are they answered? My darlings, listen, it has been, we've been here for 2 hours. I love it. Let me check, make sure that everybody is A-okay. We have members for 5 months here. Thank you so much. I love it when you guys are here. I just love it. There's another storyteller that I love. He is a Brit. I love him. We've had a couple of conversations by email back and forth. His name is Peter Laws. He tells paranormal stories like no other. I told Ian today, listen, Peter Laws can stand and tell us a paranormal story, And the way he tells, such an excellent storyteller. It was Sotheby's. Sotheby's International had that. It was a clip that had the, anyway. Peter Laws, and if you're watching, Peter, I love you, my darling. I just think I absolutely think he is fantastic. I wish he could come on my show. I'm going to Into the Fog with Peter Laws. Yes, my ex-parish. Yes, he was a former priest, and he's had paranormal. And sometimes it'll do that to you when you're really a believer and you have something, and then it's like, oh, okay. But I told Ian today that man could be here in front of the camera and say, hello. That was Petey. Hello. Please, I'm in the middle here. Yes. He could come on here and say, hello, I'm laying on the ground. I'm like a watermelon. I'm waiting for someone to come over and turn me over so no yellow spots form. And I would be sitting there mesmerized by his stories. You should say, and I've written to him about my Amityville story. He is not, listen, there's one word, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but he is fascinated with the Amityville, and so am I. How did someone commit a crime like that and you not hear that rifle? Peter Laws, Into the Fog. When you go over there, tell him Zelda sent you, because he is fantastic. He's wonderful. I love it. Now, he is, good night, my darlings. So he's fantastic. If I could be a storyteller like him, I would be thrilled. The good thing, though, is, see, I'm live, and I love to see what you guys say, and I always get sidetracked, okay? I don't think anything was flying across. I think I'm causing shadows and everything else here because of my, see. Anyway, good night, Paige, my darling. Thanks for being here. We are going to be doing hello. We are going to be doing so much more. I cannot wait. Out of the dark and into the fog. That's exactly right. He's got an excellent channel. Tell him that we all think so. Anyway, Telly Savalas, honey. I know, listen. Do you know, good night, my darling, desperate for truth. Do you know that I don't know why they don't have Scariest Places on Earth? I always wanted to meet Linda Blair. I think she's about a year older than I am. She had a hard life. But Derek, oh my goodness, what? I would love that. I would love that. So, my darling, thank you so much. And listen, I really do want you to come over to the Still case. Why? Because I'm going to share things on that channel that you've not heard from me before, and you've not heard from me in Seeing Crime on the other show that we have. Good night, my darlings. Spirit Moon. Good night, my darlings. Because I'm going to go live from there soon. You're going to see a very familiar face. Her name is Captain Jerry. And we may get so big, we may have to ask the other ones to come along too. But that, well, I just did one, Yvonne. Did you get to see it? The one, I just posted it last night about the disturbing timeline gaps. Somebody in there is playing around. And we will talk about that, because there are some things I don't really know how to say. Like, spiritually manipulating timelines? Why does it seem like there's always one step ahead? But this is much bigger than what you would ever think. And it's hovering over. Oh my goodness. Your pie is here. Well, you better go eat your pie, my darlings. Good night. Thank you, my darling pickle. And thank you for the generous little gift you sent over to me. Thank you. Well, Patty, bless your heart. Go over there and say something, my darling, and I'll add you on. Because I think we're going to need it. And don't make me sorry. Don't make me sorry, but I may have a little call-in show every now and then so we can talk. And I think that will be very good. But hold on. Zelda blew the timeline right out of the water. Provide official narrative was fluke still. Case was excellent. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. You are such a treasure. Thank you. Always so kind. Always. Always. Colleen says, I love the Still Case channel reenactments. I got to tell you, when I'm out here making these, Ian will walk out and he's like, and he laughs at me and he'll say, Mom, do you think you can get any more dramatic? Possibly. I probably can. But I want you to come over there because you're going to have fun. We're going to learn a lot because I'm still learning a lot about this case. Things that nobody is talking about. And I'm going to bring it up. Definitely. Thank you, Spirit Moon. You're a darling. Thank you so much. Another very kind. See, that's why I like. Come in kind. Always kind, every one of you. So, my darlings, let me do this. We're going to go. I'm going to order a pizza for my other boss. You know which one he is. And we'll go from there. So, hold on a minute. I got to get something ready because I didn't have it ready before. Because I was too ready to get everything else ready and doing my ready things. That's the way it was. Here we are. I got to catch this real quick because I want to play the outro for you. Honest Path, you know who he is. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you, my darlings, real quick. You know, my brother who did, my brother from another mother was doing all of these genealogy things, looking into things, finding out our heritage, finding out things. Found out that Ian's got, through his father's side, are related to the Knights Templar. I think that's pretty cool. At least I think so. Anyway, my darlings, get ready for the outro. So I love you guys. You guys are wonderful. And I will see you again very soon. And I want to thank you again. Gosh, I didn't even turn a fireplace or rain on or anything. I'm losing it. Thanks, my darlings. I'll see you again next time, okay? I'll be here. Saturday night. We're going to do something special Saturday night. I'll see you then. Me and my clan say goodnight. And don't forget to send me the 250. I pray away everything for you. Bye. And so the lantern fades, but the shadows remain. This story may end here, or perhaps it's only just begun. See you soon. Oh my gosh. Peace, kindness, and healing. Bless you, my darling. 10 friends and 11 from work subscribe to the showcase. Bless you, my darlings. Have a good night, everyone. I had to come on here and say thank you very much. You now do not have to pay me 250. It would be only 150 for you for being so kind.